One bright and sunny morning, Peter Rabbit woke up to the chirping of birds and the gentle rustling of the leaves in the old oak tree. He stretched his legs, twitched his nose, and thought of only one thing: Mr. McGregor's garden. Peter had been warned many times by his mother never to go near that garden. "Your father had an unfortunate end there," she would say, shaking her head. But Peter was a curious and mischievous little rabbit, and the thought of fresh, crisp lettuce and juicy carrots was simply too tempting. Without a second thought, Peter wiggled under the wooden gate and hopped into the garden. The sight before him was marvelous: rows upon rows of cabbage, lettuce, radishes, and carrots. His eyes gleamed with excitement as he darted toward the juiciest carrot he could find. Crunch! Munch! Peter enjoyed his feast, but he had been so caught up in eating that he didn't notice the approaching shadow. Suddenly, a loud voice boomed, "Stop right there, you little thief!" It was Mr. McGregor. Peter's heart pounded as he turned to run. He zigzagged through the garden, dodging the farmer's hands. But in his panic, he lost one of his shoes in the potato patch and his little blue jacket got caught on a fence. With all his might, he wiggled free and darted toward the gate, leaving his jacket behind. Breathless, Peter squeezed through the gate and ran all the way home, never stopping until he tumbled into his rabbit hole. His mother took one look at his frightened face and missing jacket and shook her head. "Oh, Peter, when will you learn?" she sighed. That night, Peter was sent to bed with only chamomile tea, while his well-behaved siblings enjoyed a hearty supper. As he lay in bed, Peter promised himself that he would never sneak into Mr. McGregor's garden again, but deep down, he knew that the next time he smelled fresh carrots, he might just forget his promise.